Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. I'm with the wonderful Wolf, and this is just general share advice and not personal advice.
Yes, and I'm angry, Dave, today. I'm angry, and I'll tell you why.
I know you're angry. You lost that last bit of hair on your head. It just fell out. It fell out. Okay, you're angry about elders.
Yeah, let's start with the bad. So this actually, we'll go through three bads.
You know why you're angry? Because
I didn't listen to the charts. Is that what you're saying?
You're angry because the charts never lie.
No, I did get out when it went
listen.
10, right? So that was our last line of defense. 10. We got out at 960, I think, odd. So okay, that was the last of it. That was we had to just jump. And you think to yourself, why is it going down? This is what the anger for me is, right? Why is it going down? I don't mind taking a loss, but why is it going down? After you're thinking it's cheap, good dividend, seems like a decent outlook still. And then last week, it's falling like a knife. So ASX sends a query to Elder saying, please explain, why is your... So they've come out yesterday and said, nothing, we don't know anything, why the price is dropping down. However, we were speaking quietly between us and some institutional brokers and updating them how things are going. But it wasn't market sensitive or anything. So when you look through it, what on earth are they thinking this is not sensitive information about talking about how, the actual agri space is actually working right now? In other words, that the real estate's maybe a bit softer, that the prices of beef is coming off. So what on earth? And where's the retailers holders to know about this stuff? Elders, what are you doing, mates? I'm bloody angry, Dave. I mean, again...
Well, would they have done this with the old CEO? No.
Well, the old CEO is still there. There's a transition of 12 months.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
This is not good, Wolf.
No.
Maybe he needs to go.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's a really bitter taste in my mouth. Although I'm out, I'm just feeling, again, very helpless and powerless when companies just treat their retail shareholders like shit, right? Where
surely hang on, but Wolf, in some way they say it's not market sensitive, but it's like insider trading, isn't it?
Precisely. They get the information first and everyone else gets it second. How is that? So they've got a chance to go look through it, and to them, they can decide whether this is market sensitive or not. And obviously they decided this is pretty bad. We're selling out, right? That's what's been happening here. It's as plain as daylight. And then everyone else gets the information, the memo going, yeah, there it is, because we told someone else. Look, I'm just so peeved at the way they've handled this. It's just ridiculous. So unfortunately for me, I'm not going to get into this company until I see much better performance, much better transparency. Look, I like the company as a whole, and I like this agri space, and this company will probably still be decent, but holy moly, oh man.
But they're going to hold their dividend or not, or you're not too sure?
I didn't say anything about that. That's, don't worry about the dividends at the moment.
But if someone's in it for the dividend,
yeah,
would you be worried?
Of course, you'd be worried. I mean, look, Dave, doesn't matter if you get 10% dividend and your share price goes to $6.
Yeah,
you gotta get out. It doesn't matter what the dividend is if they can't be transparent with everyone and give everyone a fair go.
So you wouldn't even buy it now for a dividend?
Nah. Sorry, I'm sorry. I've lost faith in the way they operate, right, with stuff like this. So I have to just say, dividend or not, if you like I said, it's just too risky with what they've presented for me today, and I'm only going to get back into this if it's again the market sees favor with this company, right? And right now, that obviously there is just no faith.
My God. All right. That's appalling. Elders, how dare you?
I know, exactly. After we giving you so much love.
Let's talk about another stock that, again, the charts were, actually had not far off certainly a bearish signal last week. Can't get over trend. I think poor old Claude, one that Claude likes, and he's holding at the moment. What would you be doing if you were Claude?
I'm out, Dave. The problem for me, right? The problem for me is it's expensive, right? It's still trading on some out there multiples. the other thing is it was a flat result, pretty much flat result. The dividends went slightly down. So when you look at that, and the outlook was, okay at best. Low margins, business can get affected quite significantly. So Dave, while I still look again, I still like the company, but right now you'll get on that what they've come up with, you're out.
Yeah, I think the dividend's down quite a bit actually.
No, I think they said was down for the quarter, but for all overall, I think it was down about 5%.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay, good. They pay quarterly, don't they, with that?
No, they do something.
They did last year, right? Okay.
Yeah. So look, overall it's down. So if you're treating it as a dividend, this is what can happen to you.
And you look at that chart. If it looked like that by the end of the week, it's going a lot lower.
No, like I said, because it's trading on higher multiples compared to what you probably should be trading on, this could easily come back to $6.
AGL's another one, right? So,
yeah.
But
get out. You're in this, get out.
This on Monday, we had, I think Tuesday evening on Ask the Analyst, we had a few people looking at this. Again, what do we say? Wait till the end of the week, and now it looks terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't even wait till the end of the week now here. It was a downgrade today, Dave.
No, I said you wait till the end of the week if you were going to buy it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank God.
But
if you're in the middle of the week and you saw this result, you get out now.
And if you're in it, you get out of it, definitely.
Yep.
Well, okay, let's talk about some happier stories.
Come on, please. Let's give us some positivity.
Okay, this is happier, but I still can't buy it because it's still negative on the charts. So.
And you know what? Even though the result seems okay, and they reiterated the guidance, for me, they are leaving too much to be done in the second half. So I'm a little bit nervous. And previously the company let us down with that. You can see going from last June to down to December was just a terrible. So that just hasn't done enough for me, right? That it hasn't alluded my concerns to the company. Too many acquisitions, inflation really smashed them. I am staying away. I'm agreeing with the chart here, Dave. I'm staying away.
AQZ. So they did have a good announcement, but the chart, it doesn't work. The initial reaction was quite good. You just got to work, and we're thinking about, is it worth trending? You think fundamentally it is, and you're going to tell us why. And it's slightly traded, Wolf. It's up and down, but if it could get over 350 by Friday, maybe it's a trade, right? Yeah,
absolutely. So the reason why I like it fundamentally is that they had a pretty poor year last year, as you can see reflected on the share price again, right? Where the actual profit before tax went down, and then they had one-offs, which meant that there was a paper loss, right, on the books. This year, that's improved. So the profit before tax has improved. So it's going to be about, for 45 to between 50 and 55 million, probably about 10%, 15% growth on the profit before tax, which is nice. Wonder what the bottom line will be, because they didn't talk about that, right? Are they going to have a profit this year? Hopefully they will. But what the nice thing is also is they gave an outlook for FY24, which is going to be about 40% growth, right, Dave? That is significant. So if they're comfortable enough to give that, and you're going to take their word for this, I think there's a trade in this, but we just need to see a little bit, wait till the week, see how it is, because this could be a good little cheeky trade.
All right. As soon as we get that price action, boys, we'll look at it. Seek.
Yes.
So again, the charts, really starting to perk up a little bit, and you're fairly happy with those numbers, Wolf.
Well, it wasn't actually the numbers they put out. What they actually put out was the ads job numbers, right? And they were up, which is nice, because they were actually. Well,
that's numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't by Seek. It was just like job numbers were put out, right?
Yeah.
They were very good.
That's what I meant.
They were very good, and it's obviously positive for Seek, because the job numbers helps them to create revenues for themselves, right, with advertising and everything else. So great use for me as a shareholder in this, and I'm definitely one. If we're going to put this, did we put this as a trade? Or did we chicken out? I can't remember.
It was on Einstein's.
Okay, so if you're in this from Einstein's, hold. This is good. This leads me on to believe that we're doing okay with Seek.
Wolf, last but not least, the market's been terrible, but my hot stock,
Mm-hmm.
who, a bit criticized, going for a little bit of a micro cap here that no one's ever heard of. Very hard to pick.
Well, Microsoft. Obviously, no one's heard of
Yeah.
Micro.
No one's ever heard of Microsoft, have they?
No.
But it's that chat GPT is starting to click on a little bit, and for Microsoft to have a move up this week to one stage from nearly 250 went as high as 279. That's an incredible move for Microsoft.
Dave, I'd be buying this pretty much still. It's that chat GPT has ruffled the feathers like they've never been ruffling before. Google, I think I was reading this article saying that they had a code red. Wow. Google last year when they heard about this chat GPT, the engineers went, "Oh my God, we've got to do something, right, to catch up." And I think they rushed the job and put out their own Bard, another chat GPT lookalike Bard for Google, and it was a fairly poor version of what chat GPT. So the management say, "We're still going to work on it, la 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 la." But I think Microsoft is way ahead with this this AI they've got here. So
I heard the Bard was not a good presentation.
Not at all.
The computer wasn't behaving itself, and
that's exactly right. So I tell you what, I think Google could be in trouble. That's why they went down about 7% last night. And can you imagine the shift of power, Dave, if it moves from Google search engine to Bing?
Well, hold on. I don't know about, listen, a shift of power is, it's just like, it just makes one guy even more powerful than he was before. And
I know, but everyone's been using Google. It's been entrenched. Even the word Google is part of our vernacular.
Yeah.
So it's just been complete dominance by Google. And if the power shifts, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's going to be Bing.
Yes, exactly. It's Bing at everyone.
So no, this is good. So if you're not in that, you'd still obviously be buying it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, Microsoft's hit a bullseye with this.
All right. Well, listen, on that note, was there anything else you wanted to talk about? And apologies, there's no real trends today. There's one AQZ. We'll see where it is by the end of the week.
The only one I just want to quickly mention is MP1. I know. I think is it slightly down today?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's down. I mean, look, I know we talked about bad stuff, and this is going to be a continuation of it. It's still loss making, but at least if I can find a positive out of MP1 because it is a market darling, then losses have narrowed by a significant margin of 37%. So it's now only 9 million for the half. So maybe 20 million all up for the year, which is much better than the 50-60 million that they've come up with last year. So at least it's heading in the right direction.
All right.
That's positive. We've got a problem this week.
Yeah, listen, as they say, Wolf, just play it by the charts. At the moment, it's not a buy, but just hold on in there. On that note, Wolfie, hopefully we'll get a trade tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what happens. One more day to go. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Wolfie. Bye, mate. Bye.